Widow Morton secured the money necessary to open a restaurant in London's fashionable Mayfair district. Isaac named this restaurant Hard Rock Cafe in keeping with the rock music craze of the 1970s. He hoped to express his spiritual views through the universal language of music. Isaac also believed that the restaurant would create an environment where music fans from all social classes could come together and spend time together. The friendly spirit of the restaurant was a big hit. Customers from all walks of life waited for a table at this new restaurant.
Behind. Goes out to the one I know.
It's just what we imagine Americans to be. Warm service, lively atmosphere, and huge portions. I love being in a place where there is no strictly enforced dress code. The queues here are long, but the hot fudge sundaes make it worth it.
I'm sorry to interrupt, sir, but I couldn't help but overhear a conversation. I know the queues are long, sir, but Mr. Tigrat is planning on extending the restaurant to the end of the waiting line so customers no longer have to wait outdoors. In a matter of days, the problem will be solved.
Ah, is that so? Not that it matters too much, though. When I was waiting in the queue the other day, some of my buds from the factory. It began to rain, but kindly, the cafe employees brought us umbrellas and hot cocoa. That was certainly some good cocoa and great service.
Glad you enjoyed it, sir. We also serve lemonade, iced tea, and soup, depending on the weather. Okay then, we'll be back in a bit for more refills.
Yes, this is a great restaurant. And truly, a new idea. I've met so many intelligent, hardworking people who would be great for my business. I wouldn't have the opportunity to interact with them if it wasn't for Mr. Tigrat's vision.
Yes, this restaurant does present us with many opportunities, doesn't it? I didn't have a job for several months, and being a man of special trades, no one was willing to hire me. Because of Mr. Tigrat's new restaurant, I met a businessman looking for someone with my qualifications. I wouldn't have met him or had a job if we had to eat at separate restaurants.
And we wouldn't have been able to discuss music with people of different social backgrounds. Back when you were forced into different restaurants based on your class, I always wanted to express my love for the Beatles and the Stones. But with the environment of wealthy men in neat bow ties and freshly polished shoes was not the right place to be talking about such interests. Here lies a place far from those fancy hotels, a place where all people can discuss and share ideas in complete freedom.
Tigrat's recipe was simple. He put spirit and business together in a big mixing bowl and added love. He cared most about people, wanted to cherish them, look after them, and be sensitive to them and their life. The customers were not the only one who enjoyed the atmosphere that Mr. Tigrat had created. The employees of the Hard Rock Cafe also benefited from Mr. Tigrat's good judgment and compassion. From his days of working at his father's factory, Isaac Tigrat realized that the management was insensitive to them and their needs. He realized that it was his duty to change this relationship between managers and workers.
Thanks, guys. That was great. You guys should get some food from the kitchen. The dinner will be starting soon, and we'll have our family meeting before that. Plus, you all deserve a break, too.
Thanks, Bob.
dear Swami, thank you so much for giving me the ability to see the difference between right and wrong. I have offered the flower of my heart at your divine feet, and in return, you have presented me with vast knowledge that has enabled me to make a difference in this world. You have allowed me to conduct myself in such a way as to win the regards and respects of others. You have given me the power to convert frowns into smiles and create unity in our society. You fill my life with good acts and loving thoughts. Thank you, Swami, for your guidance and blessings. I will continue to follow your directions.
Did you hear about what happened to Michael?
What happened?
Mr. Tigrat fired him.
What? Why?
Well, Mr. Tigrat doesn't want his employees to be immoral. He wants them to be kind and compassionate to their colleagues and customers.
Michael is really smart, and he had a lot of good ideas about how to make business even better.
Mr. Tigrat has always said that his business doesn't have any room for people of bad character, no matter how intelligent they may be. He runs his business with love and expects the same from his employees. I guess Michael just didn't understand that, so he was fired.
Is the whole family here? Yes. All right, then let's begin. First of all, does anyone have any personal problems that this family can help you solve? Yes, David?
Mr. Tiger, I know that we are really busy for the next few weeks, but I really need to return home, as my dad is very sick. Can I have a week off and go take care of him?
Of course, David. Family always comes first, and you are all my family. Don't worry about the restaurant. Go and take care of your dad. Does anyone else have any other requests? Before we end for the day, I want you all to remember the motto of our restaurant. Love all, serve all. We must show our customers that we care about them, just as we care for each other. Regardless of occupation, social class, or gender, we should treat everyone like our brothers and sisters. Everyone must be treated with equality, respect, and kindness. Keep up the good work, everyone.
It really is an honor to work for Mr. Tigrat. When I come here, I don't feel like an employee, but rather a family member. He treats us with so much respect. I have worked at numerous other places before and have always received half the salary that men do for the same job. Mr. Tigrat, on the other hand, pays all of us women the same wage as the men.
That is true. I also feel that this place has transformed my life significantly. A few years ago, on account of some bad decisions, I landed in trouble. This made it hard for me to get a job anywhere else. I tried to tell my potential employers that I was taking a new direction, but no one listened. Mr. Tigrat was the first to show consideration and gave me a job immediately without even inquiring about my past. I guess he could tell that I actually was a good person.
Well, as the Lord says, past is past. We must all live in the present and perform our duties with determination. Mr. Tiger's devotion and discrimination has allowed us to make such opportunities.
We are all very lucky to be working for a man like Mr. Tigrat. Okay then, we better get started. Dinner shall be starting soon.
Since its beginning, the Hard Rock Cafe has remained faithful to its selfless service and unconditional love, creating a place where all are welcome, regardless of age or gender, caste or creed. Isaac Tigret showed the world how people can be successful while adhering to human values. He knew that spirituality and service weren't just important to practice on a Saturday or Sunday, but were a way of life. Thus, because of his devotion to the Lord, or bhakti, Isaac Tigret was able to use good judgment and discrimination, yukti, which gave him the power, or shakti, to go where few men have gone before. If we too rely on Swami's guidance, we can learn to make the right choices, develop the power to transform ourselves, and then perhaps change the world.
Caught up in the music, I never bothered to look at the moral influence of the place.
You know, after hearing that song, I feel like dancing a bit.
All right, now, we're gonna do the basic step. To the left, take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. Right foot, let's stomp. Left foot, let's stomp. Cha-cha, real smooth. Turn it out. To the left, take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. Right foot, let's stomp. Left foot, let's stomp. Cha-cha now, y'all. Now it's time to get funky. To the right now.
Yeah, you're looking pretty nervous. Don't make us do another rap.
I'm sorry, guys. It's just that I'm an awful dancer. Y'all know that. I just get so klutzy and awkward when it comes to dancing. I hate being so shy sometimes.
Cheer up, Casey. If you can't dance, you can't dance, and that's okay. If you're shy, and that's okay too. All that matters is your attitude. Up in here.
This playing on the street is getting too dangerous. We need to find somewhere else to play.
I wish we could play over there. That field is so big, we wouldn't have to worry about any traffic. No. I know. Mr. Seth lives in that house. Everybody says to keep away from him.
Hey, don't be such a chicken. That yard is so big, it must be part of a park. We can play there if we want to. Come on, it's third down and we have the ball.